Hi everybody, my name is Dennis and welcome back to another album review. Today we're reviewing the latest record from none other than YBN Cordae, entitled The Lost Boy. Now, I was really excited to hear this album. I think YBN Cordae is an absolutely amazing rapper. I loved what he did with Double XL just recently. Both his cypher and his freestyle were amazing. I was really happy to see that he even made the list. He definitely deserved that spot, and I was so happy when I saw that listing and I saw him on there. He is an amazingly talented rapper that I truly think has the potential to drop a classic as he grows as an artist. And this album, it's no classic, but it's a really great record. YBN Cordae still does need to come into form in some spots, though. He still takes much influence from his contemporaries. He still needs to grow and develop his own real signature sound and style at points. We have songs on here like such as Way Back Home, which sound eerily similar to a J. Cole song, or Bad Idea featuring Chance the Rapper, which just sounds like a solid Chance the Rapper song featuring YBN Cordae. A lot of times the beats, the flows, just the overall aesthetic these tracks give is just way too similar to other contemporary conscious hip-hop artists that it becomes a bit distracting at points. However, aside from a couple of cases of this here and there, YBN Cordae is an effortlessly entertaining artist. He is really phenomenal. He has great flows. He's a phenomenal lyricist, and he's just a really talented rapper. Songs like Have Mercy are just phenomenal. The beat on it is so catchy. I love the lyrics of him reflecting on religion and praying, literally praying for God to have mercy on him. He knows that he's made mistakes, but he's trying to do right and to please give him more chances so that he can make it through this world. And I think it's a really great song overall. The song Thanksgiving is just a pretty simple rap song about life. It has a really simple, kind of fun, upbeat sound to it. I really love the lyrics on here, just talking about bringing a girl home to your family on Thanksgiving. It's nothing all that extravagant, it's nothing all that profound, but it's just such a simple story about life that it just feels like we never get these simple reflections on the small things in life in hip-hop very often. So it's really nice to see him bringing that back. The song RNP featuring Anderson .Paak is amazing. The beat on here is fire. Everything Anderson .Paak does on here sounds absolutely astounding. And YBN Cordae and Anderson .Paak have such amazing chemistry. Like the way they just go back and forth on these lines. They don't all, even though they do have their own verses at points, they have these moments where they just rattle off lines back and forth and they sound amazing together. They have the best chemistry. And you would never really put two and two together just on paper, but hearing them perform together is just amazing. And Anderson .Paak's hook on here is absolutely top notch. I think Anderson .Paak is an amazing and very versatile artist, so I think he's a really great influence on this up-and-coming YBN Cordae. I see a lot of potential for what YBN is doing on here, and I really think that Cordae can do something amazing in the future. The song Nightmares Are Real featuring Pusha T is another astounding track. We have these very, not quite eerie, but just darker beats to it with these really great samples behind it. And Pusha T's feature is easily one of, and debatably the best feature on this entire album, I'd say. Maybe a close second to Anderson .Paak. It is that good. His verse is that phenomenal. It's just nothing short of that. And I love the hook on here. The hook on here is absolutely amazingly done. And there were a couple other not as great tracks on here, but there really were very few and debatably no bad songs. Even the ones that didn't take very, very heavily from other contemporary artists, maybe a Kendrick Lamar or a J. Cole or a Chance the Rapper type, they tend to have nice sounds. The song Way Back Home featuring Ty Dolla $ign has really good production, and the flows and lyrics are also there, but it just takes so much inspiration from J. Cole that it gets pretty distracting. Um, the song Family Matters featuring, I believe it's pronounced Arin Ray, was solid. I thought the beat on it was nice, but it just didn't really do all that much for me. Arin Ray's hook didn't hit me all that much. It was a solid song. It just didn't really strike me as well. The song We Gon' Make It featuring Meek Mill. I thought Meek Mill's hook on here wasn't that great. Um, if anything carried this song, it was definitely Cordae. But overall, it just didn't seem like an amazing song. It was solid. Again, the lyrics. YBN Cordae is a consistently amazing lyricist. There was not a single track on here that I thought was poor lyrically. But I just thought there could have been more improvements to this song. I did think the closing track, Lost and Found, was actually really good. I love the sample, like, kind of vocal melody that's included in the excuse me, but that's included in the beat. And it was just a really good song overall, I thought. The song Been Around was probably my least favorite on the album. I thought the beat was fine, and I thought Cordae's flow on here was fine, but just something about the tones and sounds of the instrumental on here, along with his vocal delivery, just didn't mesh well to me. I think he really either needed to put a different voice on here, maybe change his voice to a different pitch or tone, or to choose a beat with a different melody to it. Because neither side is really bad, they just don't really mesh all that well together, in my opinion. But really, I have very few complaints about here. We have really smooth, fun songs like R&P. We have absolute bangers like Broke as Frick, which is just one of the catchiest songs on here. I don't think I talked about it earlier. And I love the smooth switch up towards the latter half of it, and also how it talks about his youth as growing up in a poor family in a poor neighborhood. Absolute banger. Amazingly done. And there are just so many great tracks on here. You know, again, we have some smooth, simpler songs like Thanksgiving and 1,000 Words and then you have your heavier, more traditional rap style songs that just go so hard, like Have Mercy and Broke as Frick. And it just adds up to this really incredibly entertaining album. I'm feeling a light 8 on this. Definitely check it out. It's worth your listen for sure. YBN Cordae, do not sleep on this guy. He's going to do amazing things. Anyways, if you checked out this album, be sure to tell me your thoughts on it. Tell me how wrong my opinion is, as always, and I'll see you in the next review.